In the first years that we were doing the NHL Combine, it was in a small ballroom in a hotel. Now it's really expanded. Now it's in a rink where we have a lot of good space, a lot of good viewing aspects. But aside from that, the tests have evolved.
Paul's been a regular fixture in the years that he hasn't been able to make it because of the Stanley Cup. He sent his staff right up here, so this is old hat to Paul. I like to get kind of an unbiased opinion from Paul and his staff. They don't know the players.
That gives us a little bit of an edge in terms of just being completely open and honest with them.
In our meetings before, we talked about, do they have the frame to carry more weight? Are they doing the right kind of workouts? Whether is it a summer beach workout, or are they doing an athletic workout? So I think you get a real sense of the kids' makeup there.
The group of kids that come in there are all different shapes and sizes, but we're looking for their work ethic and then different aspects of their physiology just to get a feel for where they're at in their development.
Buffalo is one more step on the way to getting to know the players and having a final opinion and a final list, and one more piece to the puzzle, I would say. We get to know them throughout the year, and it makes them comfortable, and it makes it easier, I think, for management to get to know them a little better.
Dinner, it's a little bit more casual. Just try to get to know them on a personal level, see how they interact. Generally in groups, so there's a little bit more of a comfort level for them. Tonight we're going to have 3 Swedish players. I'm sure they all know each other, so the banner will be very easy. The dinners we've been doing for a while, so we've got this down pretty good. I'll go from one table, and then in about 45 minutes I'll slide over to the other. Hi. Yeah, I'm going to join a group. Aha. Here it is right here. Hi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mark. I have a camera crew following me. Did you notice that? Should I told you? You could have maybe, worn something different. Yeah.
Do you guys want another minute or so?
I think I'm done. Yeah.
You ready?
Ready
Okay.
A lot of interviews today?
Not today, more than yesterday.
Yeah. And how many? Any tomorrow?
2.
2?
The last 2 tomorrow.
They're all kids too, like you gotta remember they're 17 years old. I think the important part is try to find out how much growth they have left in them. Are they mature, are they immature, what kind of growth can they have as a person, and what can that do for their game?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
Our coach said that we're gonna play like 1-3, 1-1-3.
Yeah, really defensive. When did that happen?
I think in the playoffs.
Okay.
Are you getting your diploma?
I think so.
Yeah. You have any Fs?
Maybe some, yeah.
I'm all set. Yep. Thank you. All right. Good luck tomorrow. They'll know each other, but for them, a lot of it's a learning process to get to know each other also. Osti, how you doing?
Fine, you?
Good. How are the wings? No Russian. No.
Some words.
He taught you some words?
Yeah, he teach me. Yeah, some.
Some bad words.
Bad words.
I'm teacher only bad words.
We try to hook up with as many of the players as we can, get them out in a casual environment. Again, just to try to learn more about them.
Yeah, I won the fight.
You win the fight, but lost the game?
Yeah, I'm fighting because we lost the game 6-1.
You get checked over?
Russian Airlines, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it, because you get checked over, and I was watching to see if you were all right, and you got up, looked around, and sat in the bench. Change up. Yeah. Do you like Pilsner beer? It's a trick question. Good answer, you passed. You try to make them comfortable. The interesting thing is to see the ones that venture out a little bit with what knowledge they have of the English language. It gives you an idea, a little bit how outgoing they are. It's all new for them. They're put in an environment where there's a lot of it's new to them. And it's interesting to see how quickly they can find that comfort level. Yeah, we just run these things. We don't have time for red lights. We'll miss dessert.
The hardest test of the day, which is the Wingate test, which is a 30-second all-out test. They just look for how much peak power they're generating, how they sustain the power, and then also what their power is in relationship to their body weight.
You can really see how competitive kids are because it's easy when they're doing the VO2 and the bike that they're feeling a little bit ill, that they say, all right, I'm going to stop now, and you can get a real sense of the kids' makeup there. I like the agility back and forth. I think you can see the quick feet on guys and again, how competitive they are in a small distance. Looks like the smaller frame guys are putting up good numbers on the pull-ups. I wasn't a good bench presser either, though. I could do a pull-up.
Some surprised me in testing.
Yeah.
They were kind of quiet in the interview, but then they showed real good drive on the exercise.
Yeah, I wonder what the correlation is there. They're real timid in the interviews, and then they get out here and they're probably in more of a comfort zone, and they're used to doing these things instead of sitting in front of team after team after team.
I think what we're trying to get better, and I think what we're trying to find out is maybe a different way to get the information out of the player. We're open to new ideas. It's constantly evolving, and we've spent the week interviewing. We've interviewed probably in the neighborhood of 80 players this week. What's the biggest difference from last year to this year?
This year I think I played with a lot more confidence, played a bigger role, and I think sort of all the pieces sort of come together towards the end of the year.
This summer, were you invited to the under-18 camp?
No.
Did you feel snubbed by Hockey Canada?
I think so. I definitely think I deserved a chance to try out. I was pretty pissed off, but I think I should have gotten an invite.
If we draft you in 3 or 4 years, you're playing with the Blackhawks. Who would you see yourself playing with? What role?
I think that I could adapt and play many different roles. Obviously with your team, you guys have a lot of offensive talent, and but I think that I can play different roles. It could be a shutdown guy, or I could be a top 6 guy and help out offensively.
What's your dad do?
Homicide detective.
In Halifax?
Yeah, for Halifax Regional Police.
Sometimes does it affect his mood when he comes home?
No, not really. Not that I've noticed. Yeah. I mean, he keeps what he sees pretty close to him. He doesn't share too much, but I don't notice it.
If someone in this room had never seen you play before, give me an NHL player you play similar to.
I think I try and compare my game to Tays. I think that we play similar style, and I try and do as much as I can from his game and put it into mine. I like watching him play as a player and and as a person, the way he carries himself.
Was this a good year, a bad year?
I wanted to prove the coaches wrong by, trying too hard to impact the game too much.
You power play or penalty kill. If you could take one player from your under-18 team and play with the rest of your life, who would you take? When did you seriously consider the university route? What other schools were you looking at? Any concussions? Any questions for us?
We want kids that we can put in the locker room with Jonathan Taves and Duncan Keith and Patrick Kane, and your name gets associated, good and bad, with who you draft from what area they come from. So you want to do your homework. You're going to bat for these kids. You're battling for them all year. Ultimately, you're hoping they're going to be Blackhawks, so you want to make sure they're the highest of character.
Perfect, good. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
I thought the whole week went well. I thought preparation was, as good as it gets. So, and I think in talking to the players, that was reflected well. I will, in the next day or two, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up. I'm going to give everyone probably about 7 guys, and some people will be getting the same player, but those are the guys I'm going to want you to get to know very well and give me some added information on, okay? What I really want to know is the players that you have the passion for, the guys that are going to make a difference for us.